Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to be basically in the same situation as yesterday. There is still the possibility that Bitcoin forms another high in wave 1. I have highlighted this possibility in yellow with a yellow wave count. In this scenario, we are only just forming a wave 4. Might be complete, but there's no evidence for it yet. And then we could get a wave 5. Okay, so a wave 4 can turn into something very complex. It could even turn into a more extended wave 4. Yeah, but that's all possible in a wave 4 scenario. So it could also be that we're getting this, before it goes up. That's possible. But either way, in this scenario, another extension in wave 1 is possible and actually favored. That's my primary scenario at the moment until I see clear evidence that it's not the case. It's just that uncertainty that we deal with at the moment when we get towards the end of a 5-wave move. Do we get that last low? Requirements are already fulfilled, so it's a bit difficult at the moment. How to deal with that uncertainty? I mentioned that already. Okay, when the chart is a little uncertain, which is often the case because there is no certainty in these markets. It's all about probabilities, but when you have fairly balanced probabilities, and to be honest, it depends on the time frame anyway that you're looking at. I mean, if we get one more extension or not doesn't really change the bigger picture, right? But if you're worried about this, there's always a chance to, for example, or the possibility to hold a core position, take some partial profits, okay? And then just scale in when we go a little lower. We are, for me at least, based on this analysis, we are in a bull market until the 27,290 level breaks. Then we might have to reinterpret this. But as long as the green box support is holding, the bull market is strong. So any deep retracements should be welcomed. We should be thankful for them because they would be pullbacks in a bull market, allowing us to buy cheaper. It's not like we are going down in a bear market. No, it's likely we are in a bull market, but only as long as we're holding that support. So that's where I have to change perspective. But from a mindset point of view, pullbacks, deep pullbacks, in an uptrend should be appreciated, should be treated with as a gift. Okay. What else? So that's important to understand. But one more high is still reasonable. Also, a grid bot might be an idea. Yeah, a grid bot that even if we chop around in this range a little bit, which we could do, might eat up the range nicely. It works nice. Okay, that's one scenario. The other scenario is we're already in the wave 2, and in the wave 2 scenario, we have completed wave 1 here that was on Thursday, and we have just seen an A wave. If it's finished, then we should get a B wave, and then come down and C. Or even this is A, B, C of a larger A, then we get a B, and then we get the C. Again, that shows you the benefit of potentially even a grid bot, because there is a chance that we spend quite a bit of time in this range. And if we spend quite a bit of time in this range, you don't want to trade that B wave manually, but a grid bot could. So it's just something just showing you how it could unfold. That's what the market will decide, the exact route. What we can identify though are the key pivots, the key support area. And the lower we go, towards the threshold level, which is 27,290, the higher the reward to risk ratio for any move to the upside. At the moment, the yellow count is preferred for me. Okay, the idea that we have here a wave 5 of 1 that might have started already. We're going to talk about that in the when I zoom in. Yeah, but this gives you the bigger picture. Also interesting is that also in crypto very often the wave 2, which was down here between the 19th of September and 11th of October, oftentimes has in crypto the same length or roughly the same length as a wave 4. Sometimes the wave 4s are even a little longer. And you can see the length is basically the same. It would be perfect to complete the wave 4 here. Yeah. So if we zoom in a little bit, then we already see a little bit of recovery since yesterday, which is good to see, but it's not impulsive yet. So it still looks like a corrective rally. So in the yellow count, the problem is for the yellow count, I don't really have a key support. So due to the extensions that we've seen, it's it's overlapping with the green count anyways, with the green support box, so it doesn't make any sense. So it will really take a long time until I can call the yellow count validated. There is not a clear level, that's the problem. However, we watch for market structure and some Fibonacci extensions, and if we're dealing with the yellow count, we had a WXY structure. The Y structure might have bottomed here yesterday with yesterday's low, but one more low still seems to be a possibility. It is a scenario in which a wave 5 could start at any time. There are a few levels to watch. For example, the very first level that would give us an indication that a low has been made would be a break above 37K or 36.7K. Better confirmation would be a break above 37,530, and then a break above this high at 37,970 would really confirm it. The problem is the move down is a 3-wave move so far. So I'm counting that as an A, B, C structure. If the move down is a 3-wave move, then in the white interpretation, this would be an A wave. The move up is a B wave. So the B wave after a 3-wave A, if the A wave is a 3-wave move, the B wave is often very aggressive. It's very strong. So I just want to warn you that it will probably take a while, and maybe we will not be able to confirm that wave 5 is unfolding. At some point I will say, okay, this is probably wave 5, but could it be a B wave? Yeah, you know. And again, you can deal with that uncertainty by just gridding around, you know, buying low, selling high, just sort of scaling into support levels when we have a significant drop, selling a little bit, scaling, not being aggressive. That's not the market to be aggressive right now because there's too much uncertainty, but gridding a little bit or having a grid bot running for you. Okay, I explained yesterday to the members how I started a link grid bot. And it's nice, in these choppy ranges because most of the move is likely done. I mean, if it shows that we really escalate higher, then I'll wait for the next setup. But at the moment, if the third is already done, then this is just a little bit of chopping around, possibly a B wave, possibly a wave 5, which is usually also a bit choppy. So that's the work a grid bot can do. But overall, bullish on Bitcoin, yeah, especially as long as the green box support is holding, slightly preferring at the moment that the yellow count is playing out. If we see evidence that it's white, for example, because the move up is clearly corrective, then I will, and if we rally a little bit and we see it's a B wave, and we then start to see the first impulse down, then I'll probably issue a warning and highlight, oh, this is likely wave C, because the C wave is likely an impulse, okay, or could be an ending diagonal, but if it's an impulse, we'll see it. Then I will issue a warning that this is likely wave C. Because if we are now already in wave 5, we shouldn't see any noteworthy 5-wave move to the downside anymore. We should only see corrective movements to the upside, okay? Corrective movements, corrective pullbacks. Because if we are in a wave 5, it's an uptrend, and we shouldn't see any move that would suggest that the downtrend has started. That would only be the case in the C wave. So I'll keep you updated about that. But I think the parameters are all very clearly defined. What I want to do, one more thing, is to give you a target for that 5th wave. And we can do that by taking the length of waves 1 through 3. Then we go to the low of the 4th, and it gives us the range between 39,700 to 43K, roughly, okay? So roughly 40K would be a level to watch first. But yeah, I think certainly we are still holding the trend line as well here. And Bitcoin generally likes to do shallow wave 4s. So I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.